Facebook makes new friends, robots show off their hidden talents, and the London Eye is getting Wi-Fi. All that news and more on this week's World Tech Update. Welcome to World Tech Update. I'm Martin Williams, and this week we're coming to you from Tokyo. We start off our news this week in the world of social networking, and Facebook has bought FriendFeed, a service that consolidates feeds from sites like YouTube, Flickr and Twitter into a single stream for your friends to follow. The companies are both private, so the value of the deal wasn't disclosed, but it's been seen as a good move for Facebook. FriendFeed was launched by a group of former Google engineers, and with the acquisition, Facebook gets some valuable engineering talent. We'll have to wait and see what the partnership means for users. Also getting together are Microsoft and Nokia. They're going to work together on a version of Office for Nokia's Symbian OS cell phones.
This agreement is significant for both companies. It is the first time Microsoft will develop Office Mobile for another smartphone platform.
The new alliance will target business users.
Nokia will ship these solutions first in our business range, Nokia E-Series, expanding to other smartphones over time.
Nokia is the world's biggest cell phone maker, and its Symbian smartphone OS is the market leader for mid-range handsets. A couple of weeks ago we told you about Panasonic's eVoltcon robot. It was planning to try to make it 24 hours around the historic Le Mans circuit in France, powered by nothing but a couple of these AA batteries. Well, we have an update. Last week, the little robot managed to break the Guinness record for the longest distance covered by a battery-operated remote-controlled model car, by running 5.6 laps of the circuit, a distance of almost 24 kilometers in 24 hours. It wasn't easy. A first attempt was abandoned because of trouble with the robot, but things worked out fine on the second time round. When it hit 24 hours, the robot, apparently oblivious to its world record, just kept on going. If you're travelling to London, one of the prime tourist attractions is the London Eye, and now it's getting a high-tech makeover. A 3-year, £12.5 million upgrade has just begun, and we'll see the capsules taken off one by one for refurbishing in the run-up to the 2012 Olympic Games. Among the improvements, one of the capsules will get ceiling-mounted flat screens, enhanced multimedia services and Wi-Fi, so you'll be able to blog and Twitter your photos while you're 135 metres above London. News in brief, and Ericsson opened new offices in Silicon Valley this week. Inside the sleek Experience Center, Ericsson showed off new handsets and consumer electronics products that can talk to each other and the internet. One concept on display was a small computer on a bicycle for location-based services connected to a handlebar cam. Toshiba is planning to launch players and laptops with support for the Blu-ray disc format later this year. The company was the primary backer of the HD DVD optical disc format that had been battling Blu-ray until last year. Details of Toshiba's products weren't announced, but the company says it hopes to have them out before the end of the year. A blast from the past awaits Apple users this week if they visit Akihabara Station in Tokyo. It's part of a promotion for a new Mac retailer, and the PCs include a Macintosh SE30 that debuted in 1989. The all-in-one computer ran on a 16 MHz processor and cost $500,000 yen. That was about $3,500 back then, or about $6,000 in today's money. Everyone likes to show off their skills, and the same is true of robots. Recently, owners of Manoi Robots got together in Tokyo's Akihabara Electronics District for a talent show and a little bit of racing, and we went along to have a look. A robot talent show kicked off the proceedings with a Kung Fu Maidbot. There was a little dancing, and a unique way to move across the floor. Why walk backwards when you can do this? The robots also faced off over a 2-meter course, sometimes navigating barriers and other times knocking obstacles out of their way. The Manoi robots were first launched in 2005, and the robots are advertised as athlete humanoids, making them all the more suitable for racing. It's based on a robot platform from Kondo Robotics, one of the leading makers of hobby robots, and has sturdy motors and actuators to aid in the racing. And while you might not find these robots at the Olympics, for the winner, the victory was every bit as satisfying. Public transport is one of the most environmentally friendly ways of travelling, and now it's getting more so thanks to computer technology. First UK Bus has installed a Drive Green system on more than 9,000 buses that ties GPS data with computerized monitoring to check on the driving. A traffic signal type display on the dash lets drivers know if they're driving the bus efficiently or wasting fuel by, for example, accelerating too fast or braking too heavily.
The technology works by measuring what the driver is doing in a real-time basis. So we have onboard diagnostics like a GPS, a GPRS, an accelerometer. That effectively allows us to measure in real time what the driver is doing. Is the driver accelerating? Is he or she braking? Are they turning? And how aggressively or how smoothly are they doing that?
The data is fed back to a server, so drivers can also check their performance via the web. The bus company expects to reduce fuel consumption by around 60 million litres over 3 years. That's equivalent to around 130,000 tonnes of carbon dioxide. That's it for this week's World Tech Update. Thank you for joining us. Don't forget you can follow us on Twitter. You can come find us on Facebook, and now you can find World Tech Update as a video podcast through Apple's iTunes. I'm Martin Williams, and on behalf of everyone at the IDG News Service, thanks for watching. We're going to leave you with more shots of those robots in Akihabara, and we hope to see you next week.